Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Trading Show. I'm David, and I'm joined with...
Brendan.
What are you eating?
Milk Duds. Oh. Greatest chocolate candy on earth.
I'm going to give a shout-out to Jenny DeWitt. Said, I'm not a trader, but I like David's knowledge. Thank you very much.
What about
Hope
Brendan's?
you like my shirt, too? I had a very vivid dream yesterday. Very vivid.
Bro,
I cannot share the contents of this dream.
What does that have to do with...
No idea. It was about the charts, I guess. I do have a Bitcoin long limit order set at 97,054. Looking to tap in this 9-day MA here on the 5-minute time frame on BTC. We got that reversal signal from market cipher A. Typically, the green dot means it's going to continue, but once you get blue triangle followed by a green dot, there's usually a reversal, but I'm looking to get back in as the trend is obviously up. It's obviously up. I did hit a short this morning, got stopped out of another short. As my, you guys know, during the morning show, my trade up here got invalidated. Fine. That's why we have stop losses, fairly tight ones. So now I'm looking, I'm hoping to get a push back down to 97,054. I'll be in a long TP set at 97,731. Stop loss at 96,965. I might move that down a little bit to give myself a little more wiggle room in case we get one of those bullshit wicks. But Brendan, you were on point, man. You said the bias was long. And so how did your trade? Did you get into that trade? How did your trade play out?
So I got into a Solana long, actually, and I ended up getting stopped out at my trailing stop. I think I messed up on it, actually. I got a little bit too excited. When I moved my trailing stop up after this big move up to the upside, I just didn't want to lose any money crazy off of like a weird wick. It's okay. I made money and I made a good amount of money, but I would have gotten my TP hit. But it's okay. We just move on to the next trade and make a better trade.
So did you make money on it? Or?
I did 100%. Yeah, I made money. This is my trailing stop. This yellow line right here.
Yeah.
This is it right here. We can take these out real quick. Let me clean this up for you guys. I really didn't think it was going to respect this fair value gap, but it really is respecting it. So it ended up pushing up and out, and then I would have gotten my TP, but it is what it is.
Beautiful.
So, but on Bitcoin earlier on the show, I was talking about how I thought that it was going to move up. I was short-term long on it until it got to a certain point. And my reasoning behind that was this area down here of support. This is on the 1 minute, and so usually this means less, but that's what I trade. And so earlier I said my shorter time frame bias was long. And so we came down here. Tavis, I actually got stopped out on a Solana short because of this area. I didn't look at it. And so then we ended up pushing up and out. And then it's moving up into this area of resistance up here, which I think can get tapped. I mean, this is where it would be. I mean, it's almost in that area. And I mean, this could, obviously, this is a give or take. So it could come down. It could have already tapped it. So for me, I'd be looking to reverse this right here. We made a good trend line with the price movement to the upside. And so with a breakthrough right here, I think we'll get our change of character around 97,059.7. And then we'll get our fair value gap and then push down. So we'll look to be maybe getting a trade live on the show today, and then maybe you guys can make some money with me. But this has been the range for, I don't know, at least today, this has been the range. So this is what I've been looking for. And then I gave you guys that setup on the 30-minute earlier today, or David was asking me about it, what I was thinking. And it did exactly what I said was going to happen. So it went up, and then we tapped the midpoint right here. And so my thing is, once we got up here to this area, now we're going to make a push down. And then at this area right here, what's going to happen is what we got to know. What's going to happen down here when we get to 95 as well. So we'll see when we get to this 95 area and do with what happens.
Look at this, bro. Look how close I was to getting my limit order filled.
Wow, what is that, like 3 ticks?
Barely. 97,070, and I was at 97,054. And so we might come down and get this. This is my 9-day MA on the 5-minute. High time frames look good. 1 hour looks good. 4 hour looks really good. We just got a green dot on the 4 hour too. On market cipher B, not A. A, I trade the reverse of the green dot. Market cipher B, I trade the incongruency with the green dots on market cipher A. Excuse me, Mark Cipher B. Okay, let's take a peek at the bubbles. We showed this morning. Dash up 50%. River is an interesting one. And then, Brennan, you want to take a peek at ICP?
Yeah, I got you.
Let's take a look at ICP. Any trade setups there on ICP?
It's in the same boat as most of the other ones. Right now, nothing on the 1 minute for me. On the 30-minute, we have an area of support right here that we could catch. We had a lot of movement right there, a lot of consolidation at that zone. So I think that if this was me, we could also trade this area right here. It just depends on how early you guys are looking to get into a trade. If you're looking to get into a trade within the next, I don't know, hour or so, this could be an area that you target right here. 4.354, 4.355, anywhere from that area, you could be targeting to put a limit order and then go for a long. I would be long in this scenario. I mean, I don't really see anything that invalidates the long except for the fact, yeah, there's really nothing. We've pushed through every other resistance right now. So I'm thinking that we'll hit this area and we'll go up to a nice long position. That's what I would do, and I would target a 3-to-1 because there's not really a high to target. This is the high.
It's on the 30-minute?
Yeah.
Okay. What about the lower time frames?
1 minute. I would say we're in an uptrend, so to reverse this, we would have to, I mean, you could try and, this right here is an uptrend, so this right here would get you a change of character if we had a candle closure at this point right here at 4.351. And then you would be able to, after that change of character, you'd be able to get your fair value gap and then in off the fair value gap. And I would target, so that if I were to guess, the fair value gap would come here-ish. And so then if, oh, that's a short. Oh, wait, no. I wanted a short. The fair value gap would come like here-ish. So I'd put my stop right there at 4.405 and then, oh, great. And then I would move this down to probably the midpoint or a little lower than the midpoint. And that's a 2.3 to 1 trade right there. So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
ICP is an interesting one for me, though. That's one that I've never really gotten the hang of, to be honest.
ICP?
Trading myself, yeah. I haven't really ever gotten the understanding of the chart like I have on most of the other charts. It's just, it kind of does whatever
so fucking mad, dude. Look at this shit. I did not get tapped in. I've been up over 0.3% already.
Dang.
Oh, man. $30 away. $30 to fill my limit order. I'm not going to chase. I'm going to wait. We'll see if we get tapped back in again.
Just look to reverse this, guys. Look to reverse this Bitcoin. If it pushes through this area of resistance, then we can see something. We can see something up to, I mean, we were talking about it earlier on the show. It could go up to more than we think it could. But right now, we tap this area of resistance right here at 97,604.9. Then and we start to see a move to the downside. I'm targeting a mean reverse play down to the downside. So I'm just in a wait and see right now on Bitcoin, but I don't see a reason why we would push through that today. There's no crazy news. There's nothing really going on right now that's gonna push us through that. So I think we'll tap it. Maybe the midpoint, we'll see. Come get hit. Maybe the top of the range. Who knows? It's still a range, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that if we can clear that top level there, we're back. The uptrend is back on the very low time frame.
Yeah.
And what is that bottom range there that it's tapped 3 times now? That has had a pretty big bounce right there. Yeah.
That is the top of it is 96,277.7.
Damn.
The midpoint is 96,233.7, and the bottom is 96. Hold on, sorry, 96,189.8.
Yeah, I mean, you got a pretty big inverse head and shoulders there on the 1 minute as well. Something to keep an eye on. Now, there's a lot of geopolitical issues going on with Greenland, or I guess they're meeting Russia, China, I don't know. So just keep that in mind. Something comes out news-wise, it could really shift the markets. Okay. Can you take a peek at an XRP chart?
Yeah.
I know XRP, just kind of looking here on, where is XRP? Let's go ahead and pull up coin market cap. XRP, $2.13, $2.15. XLM was moving yesterday. Nailed an XLM short for a little money yesterday. But XRP, what do you think on the XRP chart? Is there an opportunity there for a trade?
Yeah, so it's obviously in an uptrend with Bitcoin and Solana right now. So right here is still an area where you could get tapped in, because I would target this high. So if you were in a XRP long, and you were to try and get tapped in right here, you could still get in. Obviously, with what we're seeing out of Bitcoin right now, I would be looking to short this, just because you always have to look back at Bitcoin, and that's a mistake that I made today on that Solana short that I was talking about that I lost on. I didn't look back at Bitcoin to see what was going on, and so I saw it hit that level of resistance, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get stopped out of this trade just because I didn't look back. So I think that we'll see a move to the downside from XRP once Bitcoin goes and hits that level and starts its move to the downside. So I would be short. I'm really in a wait and see mode on most of these trades right now. And obviously my bias would be short just because of where Bitcoin's going right now. This level right here is all the way at 997,613.9. So on XRP, it would go up to probably here. And this is also an area of resistance for XRP. So if it goes up to this area, bottom of it's 2.1685 and pushes down, then I would love to see a short on the 1 minute with a change of character and a bearish for value gap.
Okay. I'm just kind of going down my list here. Trying to see if, let's take a fart coin. Fart coin, hour. Ooh, tons of red X's here. When they keep note. You got a little bit of a trigger wave short entry opportunity here. Well, that opportunity came and went. Fart coin doesn't look interesting. Let's take a Tau. I think interesting on Tau. 4 hour spinning top candle here. Did get a red dot on the 4 hour. Let's check the 8. A lot of indecision here at the top end of this range. I don't know. It kind of looks like to me this thing's going to roll over. I think Tau's going to roll over. That's what it looks like to me, right? Chopping below 297.10, which has been in a level I've identified as a resistance level. I do think this thing rolls over, and then the obvious level here to keep an eye out on. Historically, price action, accumulation, consolidation, big bounces, 280. And so this might be a short opportunity, but for me, for this one, my trigger would be, let's take a peek at what this trigger would be. Coming into maybe a little bit of a head and shoulders here on the 2 hour. Ooh, we did just get a short trigger wave on the 1 hour. Long trigger wave on the 30 minute. So we may very well push back up and get up to like 298, but there's just not enough money to make there if we were trying to scalp this from current prices up to that VWAP. I guess not bad, almost 1%. So that's not too bad. Also, we do have an inverse head and shoulders here on the 30-minute time frame for BitTensor. Where's my, there it is.
Ooh, that's pretty nice too. It's pretty defined head and shoulders. It's not
Yeah, this is a
little baby one. I
mean, we'll see what happens at our neckline here. But if we do push up, right? I'm interested in entering them to have some confluence here. If we can flip this yellow line and we can run it up to the high here. You're talking about a 1.5% move to the upside.
That also could make a nice little W pattern there.
This one?
Yeah. I mean, if it goes up, yeah.
Yeah, we need to see an extension up. I mean, two things can be true, right? This thing could be an inverse head and shoulders that pushes up to that $301 level, 301.50, and then we come in and we start flagging and we push back out. If we do push back out, I mean, going to the 4 hour, this is a very important level, guys. I mean, this yellow line, very, very important level. Big volume here, lots of trading happen in this area. If we kind of zoom in, I mean, the next level that I'd be eyeing, if we can clear that, is 320. If we kind of zoom in and take a look at Tau, consolidation, resistance, resistance, resistance. We can go back even further. Consolidation, inverse head and shoulders here, big breakout up to that $370 level. Coming into a little bit of a W here, triple bottom at this level, or excuse me, resistance at this level, consolidation. We had another deviation below this 320 level, and then we saw a rise up to 350. And so there's your trading gap. If this level gets flipped, you guys, here's your gap. It's a 7% gap. Plenty of room to make money there on Tau. So eyeing the 30-minute on a breakout of this neckline. Right now, it's going the opposite way. We would, I'd be eyeing something like this. A break above, come, test this high, come back, retest the neckline, see some volume come in, and enter at 297.56 on a retrace.
On a long?
On a long, yeah.
That looks good to me.
Yeah, then just keep your eye on the 1 hour. See how this pans out. Is money flow going to keep expanding to the upside? If it is, which it is now, great. But 30 minutes interesting, right? Keep an eye on a potential long for BitTensor. Are you seeing anything else on BitTensor? Maybe on the 1 minute?
Let me look. Let me pull it up. There we go. Yeah, on the 1 minute, I mean, not really on the 1 minute. I think that, I mean, for me right now to trade like that, I'd be looking for, no. I mean, obviously, I could say the same thing that I've been saying about everything else is this, I'm ready for that short off of that Bitcoin move up. But I agree with you on the head and shoulders. It looks really good on the 30-minute. And
I mean, that looks pretty good to me.
And this
you can also say that's kind of a head and shoulders too, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so right here, boom. This is the area of resistance right here. So and it looks like we came and tried to tap it. And I mean, this is obviously, this could go anywhere, but I mean, if you wanted to put it right there to where it does tap it, then yeah, that's the top of that zone right there, 288.47. And then it's moving out. So the last move out we saw was a pretty big move out. And so I think that but if you look on the top, so let's go up to the 4 hour right here and let's see what we would be targeting, right? So where did you say you were targeting for that that long?
Retest of 297.56.
Okay, 297.56. And what's your TP?
TP would be around I think I would take my initial TP would be around 303.
Okay.
And then the remainder at 319.
Okay, so yeah, so then that's perfect because that hits your area of resistance right here, and then you would tap and it would push right back down out of that. So
nothing wrong with doing partial TPs either.
No, yeah, for sure.
I like doing partial TPs. End up being in a position where you're free rolling essentially. And so as Bitcoin is back above 97,350, approaching 97.4, and the trade that never happened. Fucking piece of shit. Anyways, why don't we do this? Why don't we take a request from the chat?
Let's see.
Would anyone like us to take a look at a chart? Throw it in the chat. Diamond Hands Darrow said 302.5 short on Tau. Okay. Just don't be in that trade too long. Okay. Raul said SEI. You want to take a look at that? SEI. SEI. I don't know if you're looking at that chart before, but if you haven't, great. People can see kind of the process you go through.
I've never looked at this chart before, okay, so we're gonna see.
Let's take a peek, my friend.
Let's just go right here. Okay. So, what I'm seeing here, there's not many wicks. I thought I was on Heikinashi at first, actually, yeah. But
it's a chart that knows what it wants.
Yeah.
Like some women, you know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying. Good.
Yeah, that was a miss, brother.
Come on, man.
Airball. Oh, no, that was good. That was good. Give me that.
Gino, wow. Gino just doxed your ass, bro. Okay.
Give me a mic, Chad.
Go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
All right, so this right here, I'd be looking to I don't really know. So I would go up to the 30-minute right here. Our last time we hit this area of resistance right here, we pushed out of this area right here. And then we pushed out. So every time we've hit this is a another area right here. Boom, we tapped up, moved up. And then when we came down, tapped, moved up. So we tapped right here. So I would be looking to long this on the 1 minute. But we would see our change of character would come here. This is where our change of character would come. Top of this wick right here would be at 0.1267. I don't think that it's to a point where it's going to push back to the downside, all the way back down to this resistance. I mean, we see that Big Daddy Drake candle. So I'm just in a wait and see mode on it. But
It looks like a good place to enter there. That what were we on, the 30-minute?
Yeah, the 30-minute. Yeah, it could be nice. Yeah, because it makes a good move up every single time. Every single time you tap that, it makes a good move up. So like this one tapped. If you would have gotten the midpoint right here, that is a 3% move to the upside right there. If you're getting a little bit below the wicks. So if you guys want to wait and get it down here on the 30-minute, then by all means, that's a great way to do it. But if you want to trade from the 1 minute, I'm going to be in a wait and see. If you wanted to trade this change of character, which is the first line I actually drew up. This is you would have just gotten your perfect setup right now. So where we see a fair value gap right here, this little black box, my Lux Algo made it for me. I draw it myself so I can have the midline. But if you wanted to get in on the 1 minute time frame to write it down, because I think it might go down back to that box. Here we are, 0.1254 would be where you'd be trying to get in at, and then I would take it all the way down to that support. So if I were to put this here, so yeah, we just got our candle closure for our fair value gap. So if you guys were trading this, what the hell? Why is it doing that?
What?
My box is not going to my midpoint. It's only letting me do.
Do you have your magnet on?
Whatever that means. No.
Okay.
I don't know why it's doing that. Okay. Well, regardless, this would be where I'd get in at 0.1254, and I would target this right here. This would be where I would target at 0.1243. And that would be, I mean, I don't know if I can even mark it out for you guys what that would be, but
I can. You can. I believe in you, man.
I guess a 3-to-1 move right there. That's a nice trade right there if you trade in on the 1 minute right now. So look for this to come tap you in right here. I mean, this is I'm not really seeing a whole crazy lot of wicks. I don't know. Like it really does what it wants. It like really does exactly what it says it's going to do every time. So
It's the moves are meaningful.
yeah.
So Jenny said Algorand. So here's a peek at Algorand. You guys know I love my Fibonacci's, the great Fibonacci's. I mean, look how perfectly this 50 got tapped, right? I mean, look at that. Wick, big move up. This is a 7% daily candle. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop that there. Let's get rid of our fib. And let's work our way down to the 4-hour. And you can just see how important this level's been. I mean, take a look at that, right? We're talking about 12.75 cents. Consolidation, right? We got a wick consolidated in this area, created a kind of essentially a falling channel here on the 4-hour. And then Algorand rallied 14%. Here we got a bounce. Ultimately, we kind of gave it up. On the way back up, broke above, broke below, ran right through it, created a volume gap. And on the way down more recently, again.
Bounce.
Yep. Monday, big bounce, Algorand rallies. What is that?
I can't see.
10%?
Big boy percent is what we call that.
My only concern, okay, is we failed to take out this high at 14.27. Right? We could not close above that high, which is a little bit of a concern to me. We'll see if price action continues. Jenny, if you're still around watching, if Algorand closes a daily candle below 12.75 cents, I would start to get a little worried. But if it doesn't, and let's say we put in a low around here, this large volume area, 13.45, which we've already gotten a bounce off of, and we can come up and we can at least clear this high closure, 13.82 cents, then I think there's a chance this thing continues to the upside. You do have a large volume gap up here if it does get cleared. So chances are, if 14.27 clears, you're coming straight up to like 15.86. Okay? And so even from your VWAP line here, that's a 14% move. Solid. So Above 12.75 cents, we're good. Breaking above 13.49, or excuse me, we'll call it 14 cents. Chances are high we're going up to close to 16 cents. If not, if we come in and we put in a lower low, then I would expect more downside from Algorand. I think it all just depends on what Bitcoin's doing, where the rest of the altcoin markets are. But those are some levels you should keep your eye out on. Is there anything else, Brendan, you want to talk about?
I'm actually putting in a limit order right now
On
Bitcoin.
long or short?
Short.
Where?
At 97,334.8.
97, what is it?
334.8.
9733. Here, I'll follow you. Okay. I followed you. We'll see if we get tapped back in. Yeah, I mean, it did close below its 9-day MA here on the 5-minute time frame for BTC. Let's take a peek at the chart
Target this low.
on TradingView.
Okay. I want to.
What were we on, the 1 minute?
Yep. I'm targeting this low for a 4-to-1.
Okay. Let's see. Potential short trigger wave. 30-minute giving us a red, blue, excuse me, a green. 30-minute gave us a green dot. Kind of essentially double top tier on BTC on the 30-minute. Seeing if there's anything on the 1 hour, 2 hour, no, 3 hour, no, 4 hour, no. Green dot still on the 4 hours, 6 hours, fine. 8 and day are fine. Oh. Triangle just flashed on the day. Okay, let's take a look. It's not necessarily a... I mean, here, we had that flash and then Bitcoin continued. Let's kind of go back a little bit. But typically, these are reversal signals. I mean, here's one. Bitcoin continued to rally from candle closure 67.2 up to 70K, and then it spilled off. This one to the T spilled off. This one had a few more candles, spilled off. This one, continuation. We haven't had one of these in a while. We haven't had a blue triangle here since April of 25, and it just flashed on the day. Okay.
That's a 2-day.
No, this was the, oh yeah, you're right. This was the 2-day. Okay. 3-day, no. Week, no. Okay, so 2-day flash. The daily we just had one that actually wasn't bad.
Oh, we're about to get tapped in.
We are?
Looks to be that way for me. We are pretty close.
Okay. I moved mine down to 321. 97,321. All right. I think we're done for the show. I want to thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you. We'll be back live on the trading show tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Come watch the morning show. You got anything else?
Have a good day. Jesus loves you.
Wow. I like the Jesus loves you part, but the have a good day with the weird smile was a little eerie.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Don't do it again.
My bad.
We love you guys. Thank you very much, Gina. No outro, but put the cue card on this as ending. Thank you.